Well, I am so pleased to be here with Rachel Ramirez, who is the director of the Historical Society Museum here in Wilmette. And she has been so kind to give us her time today to talk a little bit as far as the museum and kind of the mission and so forth. So, can you give us a little history, Rachel, as far as how the museum came about?
Yeah, well, the museum was actually started a long time ago. The Historical Society, the Wilmette Historical Society, began in the 1960s, and it was obviously organized to share Wilmette history. They eventually started collecting artifacts and eventually needed a permanent home, and so we came into the building that we're in on Ridge Road here, which was the addition was completed in the 2000s. So we've now been here for quite some time.
It's a really nice building
Yeah, it's a
too.
great building. It's a
Yeah,
historic building, so it's fun to be here.
right. And a little bit about that. This building was
This
originally
was originally the Grosse Pointe Village Hall for the village of Grosse Pointe, which no longer exists. So here in this building, they had the police department, they had the fire department, village clerk's office, everything. And now we have our exhibits in those spaces.
and a little surprise down in the
A
lower
little
level
surprise
too,
in the
right?
lower
But
level.
we're not going to say what, but the kids really like it.
They
So
do.
one more of many reasons as far as why someone
Yes.
would want to come, bring their family, or
Yeah.
and I know you do like a number of different, what would you say, as far as exhibits and events.
Yeah.
Can you expound a little bit as far as
Sure.
right
Yeah.
now what you currently? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have a couple of permanent exhibits. We have our Wilmette Stories exhibit, which is in the old fire bay of the building. It gives like a little overview of different parts of Wilmette history, including Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, Plaza del Lago, the brick streets, all of the kind of greatest hits of Wilmette. We also have our Wilmette exhibit called The Wilmette's a Retelling, which is about the Wilmette family. So you can learn about who the people were that this town is named after. And then we also have our local legends exhibit, which is about all the famous Wilmette residents down in the lower
Which I think
level.
everybody loves that.
Yes,
right? It's like,
everyone
who's
loves
from
that.
Wilmette?
Yeah,
Right?
and we actually need to add to it a little bit, but it's got some of the popular Bill Murray, Jen Stenson, we were just talking about. And then we also have a really fun exhibit right now, which is about Wilmette women in sports. It's called Wilmette Women Gear Up, and it's all clothing worn by Wilmette women in all kinds of different sports.
Which is fun because
Yes.
we had the opportunity, Jane and I had an opportunity to walk through with you, and I definitely that was a lot of fun to see, and the exhibit about retelling of Wilmette and the family.
Yeah, it's a very good opportunity for us to show like just a tiny bit of all of the things that we have in our collection, but we do like to change out the exhibits pretty frequently, about once a year. So there's kind of always something new here. If you haven't been here in a while, we definitely have some new stuff right now.
And I'm noticing that because it's
Yeah.
been a little while.
Yeah.
But, no, it's all really well done and
Great,
a lot of fun.
thank you.
And then you also have events too.
Yes, correct. We have programs. We usually try to do something once a month. We have a couple of fun things coming up in the fall. We've got a show and tell program that we're planning, and then we also have a documentary screening about the Wilmette family coming up in November as well. So we like to do lectures, sometimes kids events, sometimes we do like tours, walking tours, and things like that as well.
Which is when are the walking tours?
Well, we have to bring them back.
Okay.
We've often done them in the fall. We
Yeah.
kind of let that go a little bit, so we're definitely working on that. If anyone has any suggestions for a walking tour they want us to do, we'd be happy to hear it. But we've done a downtown walking tour. We've done Ridge Road, and I think we've also done like a St. Joe's walking tour of just walking around the cemetery and the buildings at St. Joseph's. So we're definitely getting back in the walking tour.
Which I think is wonderful. I mean, to celebrate our community. And I feel like we're so fortunate as far as to have a gem like this that really we want to take advantage and utilize. And like you were saying, is not only do you have the lectures, but people can come. The other cool thing, right, is you can look up your home as far as get like the history, right?
We invite anyone to just come by and see if we have something about their house. Now, it does vary. Sometimes we don't really have much. Some people, though, we have like a whole file on their house. So we have something on almost every single house in Wilmette.
Which is so fun. I remember the house that we actually recently sold, but I think it was built in 1928. And I remember seeing something, and it showed that when it sold in 1935 for, I don't know, $20,000. I'm like, whoa.
People are always like floored by the sales price, but also the taxes. They'll go and look at the yearly taxes, and it's like, oh,
right.
It's kind of hard to look at that, but it is kind of fun to see. We sometimes have photos. People like to come in and see, like, oh, what did my house used to look like, if they're doing like remodeling or something, get some ideas for changing it back to the way it used to look. Very, very rare, but sometimes we even have blueprints and original permits and things like that too.
So if somebody then wants to go to the museum and they're trying to figure out, oh, what are the times and activities and so forth, where would they go?
Sure, they could go to wilmettehistory.org. That's
there you go, right?
First place to go. We have all of our hours up. We're open in the afternoons most days, Sunday through Thursday, 1 to 4:30. But we also would open by appointment. So, you can go onto our website and find our phone number, email address, and just get in touch with us. And we're usually trying to be as accommodating as we can and having people come in through the doors. So we definitely want people to know that they can ask us and they can come by.
Well, I think, again, it is a wonderful gem, a wonderful resource. And it just to try to get the community, gather everybody together and really utilize it is just amazing. So I so appreciate your time today.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
And highly encourage, as far as if you haven't been here in a while, I think you'll really be impressed as far as everything here, including, like you said, some of the well-known people that grew up. And I remember there's a fun little game to play online, right? So lots of things.
There's
as
lots
far as resources.
of things to do. Yeah, we even have some collections online. So if you're curious about us, just check out our website and please come.
Well, Rachel, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.